Today our devotion comes from Colossians chapter 4, verses 2 through 6, and as we read previously, prayer is vital to anything that we do. As people of God, as children of God, listening and understanding who God is and what God is doing in our lives, it's important that we pray. This is how we hear from God, how we hear His mission, how we hear what God has as a mission for us, the leaders of our church here. It's also how we understand how that mission is implemented and how we achieve the mission that God has for us in the fulfillment of the vision He has for our church. If we fail to pray, we fail to be connected with God, and we fail to be connected as His people, and we will ultimately fail at following God where He leads us and to whom He leads us. We are also to pray for others. Colossians tells us that we're supposed to pray for others outside of our church. We're supposed to pray that God will bless them with discernment and open doors for their mission and for their work of God. We see this in how Paul challenges the Colossians to pray for him, to pray that God would open up his doors, that God would bless him with opportunities to share God's grace and mercy with the people along the way, as Paul continues to teach and be that person sharing the grace of God with people that may not have heard of it before. Prayer is how we communicate with God, but it is important that we intentionally pray. That we intentionally pray for the understanding of how God is going to use us to reach our community. Through God's guidance, we are able to walk in wisdom toward outsiders, making the best of our time, as Colossians 4, verses 5 talks about. We make the best of our time and the most influential of our time by being in prayer with God and understanding fully what He wants us to do and how He wants us to practice these things that He's teaching us in our community. Ultimately, reaching others with God's love is through prayer. And we do this when we speak graciously and when our speech is seasoned with salt. May we always be people of prayer, informed by God to reach others.